everybody to the Jason Coleman Show. We are live today with a concert of what we're calling Jason's Faves. All of my favorite songs from 3 years of our Sunday shows together. We are live, so hopefully everything is working okay right now as you're watching. And while you're making your way in, I'm going to make my way into one more song for you here. One of my favorites from our Elvis Week, episode number 79. This one's called If I Can Dream. All right, that's how we get things started here on the Jason Coleman Show. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome once again to our living room. We are live for episode number 88 today. I'm looking back here because we're live to make sure we get the thumbs up from our audience of 2, as usual here today. It's great to be back with you. It's been a little while since we've been together here. You've gotten a little run of our Country Gold shows the last several weeks here while we've been starting off the new year, getting things geared up for a big year of music. But we're back here live as we were when we started this whole thing nearly 3 years ago now. Can y'all believe it was 3 years ago here in just a couple of weeks will be our 3rd anniversary of our Sunday shows here together, which is just unbelievable. And just like 3 years ago, we're live right here. We got the camera set up. We've got Natalie and Avery back here, so we're ready to roll. Avery's got his activities, he's got his snack bowl, and he's got a song ready for you here in just a little bit, so he'll be sure and come on and say hey in just a bit. Natalie too. So glad you're here. Let me hop over here since we are live and just take a peek on where we're at on Facebook and on YouTube both, as we always are. Let's see how we're doing over here. Now, a lot of our Sunday shows, the last couple of years, we pre-record because live is always a little bit scary. You never know what's going to happen. But while we've had this few week little gap here, we've been working to try to get things even better and even upgraded. I'll tell you a little bit more about that later on. But there we are on Facebook. Hey, everybody, there's me. Hi. And then on YouTube, too. Oh, look at this. We got a good crowd already. This is awesome. Thank you all for jumping in with us here on a Sunday afternoon. So let's see. So today's concert is episode number 88 of the Jason Coleman Show. 88 episodes so far. 88 keys, 88 shows. It's pretty wild to think every one of these keys here on the piano, we've had a different episode of the Jason Coleman Show to represent each key. Hopefully we won't, oh, it's going to be a bad joke. Hopefully we won't be flat today on our show. But today, as I think about our 88 shows so far, I'm thinking back to the very beginning and thinking through some of the favorite songs that I've played for you so far out of what's actually hundreds of songs so far over the last 3 years here on our Sunday shows. So I've picked some of my favorite songs to give them a second go around. And so up first, of course, on the rebound, I got to start off any show with my granddad, Floyd Cramer. Up next, I love If I Can Dream from Elvis Presley. And then now, this is one from our 60s Country Gold episode a few weeks ago, episode number 84, and I think it really is just sort of the quintessential country song, made famous by Jack Green. I'll play for you now, live. There Goes My Everything. Love it. Little Jack Green for you there. There Goes My Everything. Oh, there. Now I'm talking. I got a little microphone here. I got to remember to turn it on and off when I talk. So hopefully you can hear me okay here as we are live on the Jason Coleman Show here today, playing a concert of my favorite songs, and hopefully some of yours here as well. Up next here, another of my favorites. This is from our Roy Orbison week, nearly 2 years ago now, episode number 44, if you're going back. And remember, as I mentioned in all these episodes, you can go back and watch all 88 episodes of the Jason Coleman Show anytime for free at jasoncolemanmusic.com, or you can go back and look through Facebook or YouTube as well and find them too. But this one's back from our Roy Orbison day, episode number 44. So many great songs from Orbison that I played for you, and many I hadn't even gotten to yet, but this one's an awesome, awesome one. Featured Floyd Cramer's piano on that original record. It's called In Dreams. Yeah, what a song. In Dreams, Roy Orbison. One of my faves that I've played for you over the last 3 years of our Sunday shows. If you're just jumping in today, welcome to the Jason Coleman Show. We are live today, which, you know, ordinarily we did the very first couple of shows back at the very start of the pandemic 3 years ago. We did them live. And then I don't know if some of y'all who were there 3 years ago remember the third week, as we were doing some yard work outside, I got this shovel, which I never should even touch a yard tool. I just shouldn't do it, but I don't know why I did. I was trying to help out. And I cut through our internet line. I severed it right in half, and so we were out of internet, and so I had to scramble and couldn't do it live, and I had to record the show from that third episode on. And then so most of our Sunday shows we do record ahead of time because that helps to avoid any of those kind of live glitches, and you know, live always is tough when it comes to sound and lights, and you never know. But we actually, during our little break the last few weeks, I know some of you already, I think, are mentioning about how the piano sounds different, and that's for a couple of reasons. One reason is, of course, we had our piano totally redone, reworked by our friends over at AMO Pianos. AMO is a sponsor of our WSM radio show, and they took out the whole guts of the piano, reworked it, revamped some of the hammers and all the felt pads and everything, and so the piano sounds and plays as good as it ever has. It's nearing 30 years old, and now it plays, I mean, it plays as good as new. It's awesome. So for one thing, the piano feels and sounds great, but also we actually have, because of your support the last couple of years, we've invested in some new gear, some new mics, some new equipment, so that our live concerts like today can be pretty much at least close to on par with those concerts that we record ahead of time with the different mics and everything. And so if you're hearing and the piano sounds really good and crisp, that's because we have a couple of brand new microphones over here on the piano. I've got a new mic that you can hear me talking here. You know, a lot of times I just had never liked to do these shows live, not because I don't like doing them live, because it was tough for someone like me who wants to have things of a certain quality, right, Natalie? Yes, I'm getting the eye roll, but it's true. I'm sort of a perfectionist when it comes to things. But I never could get it how I wanted it to. And so now we've done a few things to get it where hopefully we can get the sound and the lights and all of the stream and everything in really good shape, so that maybe we can do some more of our live shows. Because I do enjoy just the fun of live. You never know what's going to happen with me and with our special guest back here in a few minutes. So hope you all are enjoying the new live stream experience here on our shows. And it really is because of all of you that we're able to continue trying to do things to improve our shows here on Sundays. You know, we try to, I don't know, sometimes it feels like when you have a show that you go to that you're not paying for, sometimes you get what you pay for. And we don't want that here on our Sunday shows. We're offering these for free as we always have, but we don't want it to be just like any old free show. We want this to be the best show that you are going to tune into each week. And we want it to offer that the best for you from our home too. And so we can do that because of your support on Sundays. And then we have more live shows also once a month on Tuesday nights as well. We have our new one coming up this Tuesday for all of our supporters who are here to support our show and make it possible. If you've not signed up to be a supporter yet, I'll talk a little later on about what that means. But we have more live music coming here on Tuesday, and you can enjoy this new setup here as well. Let's do for now another one of my favorite songs, though, for today, and then we'll get to some more music here in just a few minutes. So let's go now back to number 75, episode number 75. This was our George Jones and Tammy Wynette week, and this song is one that I have read Tammy Wynette has said was her very favorite song that she ever had a part in writing and performing as well. It's called Till I Can Make It on My Own. There you go, a little Tammy Wynette for you, If I Can Make It on My Own. One of my favorites. I love that. I think that piano part, I think it was Pig Robbins, Country Music Hall of Famer, right alongside my granddad there in the studio for all those years, especially in the 60s and 70s in Nashville. But beautiful piano and beautiful melody there from Tammy Wynette. Let's do a couple of more here, and then we might take a little break with a special guest here. How about, let's see. Oh, here, I'll go to this one. This is a more recent song, and by more recent, I mean it is about 20 years old as opposed to 60 years old, like most of the other songs that I played for you here. But this one, I love it. It was from our 2000s Country Gold just a few weeks ago, episode number 76, if you're keeping score. And this was a Josh Turner song I'll play for you now called Don't Go Riding on That Long Black Train. Or on that long black train. I can barely get my voice down that low, but I can try. Okay, here we go. I do love that song. Hey, and that's one that I have just recorded on my new Country Gold 3 CD collection that we just released during the holidays. It's if you hadn't already heard and hadn't already seen it, hadn't already picked it up for yourself, it's 3 CDs spanning 6 of my Country Gold Sunday shows from the 50s through the 2000s. So take a quick look now at this little commercial, if you will, for our Country Gold. Then we'll be right back with more of my favorite songs live. We'll have our special guest here in just a moment and a lot more fun. So y'all hang on. You are watching The Jason Coleman Show.
Country Gold, live from The Jason Coleman Show. My newest album, 40 songs on 3 CDs, all country piano. On this new triple album, I'm playing 40 all-time favorite country classics on piano, spanning 6 decades of country music history, all in the Floyd Cramer slip-note piano style, and all recorded live from The Jason Coleman Show. Collection even features a special bonus duet with our favorite 5-year-old. The new Country Gold 3 CD piano anthology is available now. You can order online at jasonmusicstore.com, or if you'd like to order by phone, call our new toll-free number, 833-633-8885. Country Gold, live from The Jason Coleman Show. Order yours today.
All right, folks, we are back, and it is the moment you've all been waiting for. You know, every week for the past 3 years, since he was not even 3 years old. Is that right? He was still just 2 years old when we started this. Wow, he was just about a month away from being 3. And even then, he had his little song in his heart and a song out of his little fingers. But now, you know he's got something good for you today. He is, if we got a concert of Jason's faves, this would be Jason's, I guess, most fave of all. Would you please make welcome, here he comes, Mr. Avery Coleman. Come here, come here, come here. Oh, look, turn around and say, hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, Avery, how are you doing, bud?
Good.
What you been doing back there with Mommy?
The Mario book.
Oh, Mario book. Avery loves Super Mario right now. We are all about Mario. But for today, we are all about a couple of Abe's faves. So Avery, he has, I think, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 songs lined up for you today. So Avery, first we're going to play, I think this is the song, and some things never change with Avery. He is making himself at home. Now, this is, the first song we're going to play, I think, is really our first big duet that we ever really played together here on the show and in real life as well. And it's called, say the song we're going to play is called, here, look here at the camera and say, the song we're going to play first is called,
Can't Help Falling in Love.
oh my goodness, are you ready, bud? Now, we're going to do it in which key? You were very particular about the key we're doing this in. We did it in the key of F before, right? What would you like to do now? Oh, he's staring at the screen. Here, let's do that. Which key would you like to do now? F or
D.
D? Why D?
Well, because Elvis Presley does it in D.
Okay, so you want to...
Megan do it in F.
That's right, but you want to do it like Elvis does it? Okay, ready? Key of D. You're going to use all your fingers in your right hand. Are you ready? Do it right here. Okay, here we go. Use all your fingers in your right hand. Here we go. I'll turn this off. There it is. There's the slip note. Avery, that was beautiful. Take a bow. Take a bow.
Good job, Daddy.
Good job. All right.
Doe a deer.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Doe a deer.
Doe a deer, a female deer?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did this a long time ago too, one of our very first weeks. And Avery has rediscovered it as he's been working on all of his scales with his fingers at his piano lessons. Notice how he's using all of his fingers now. Okay, start up here and I'll play the chords. Ready? All right, I'll start us off. Here we go. Good work. That is really hard using all your fingers. You know, Avery had gotten really good at doing this with just these two fingers. But how many fingers do you use now, Avery? Do you use two or do you use how many? How many is that?
5.
Well, 5 plus 5 equals?
10.
You use all 10 fingers now. All right, Avery, do you have one more song to share with all of our friends? And what's the name of that song?
The Wheels on the Bus.
The Wheels on the Bus. Now, is this one that you want me to play with you, or do you want to just go for it on
I'm
your
gonna do it on my own.
This is one that Avery learned. We should have his book handy from his piano lesson book that he learned to read the notes. But as you could figure, it didn't take long for him to learn the notes. And now, do you need the book anymore, Avery?
No.
No? All right. So, introduce the song. So the song I'll play for you now is called...
The song I'll play for you now is The Wheels on the Bus.
Okay, I'm going to let you do it. You want me to go over here and watch? Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Whenever you're ready, I'll stand right here. Go for it. Great job, Avery. Take a bow.
You mean Donkey Kong?
Yes, Donkey Kong. Oh my goodness. Good job, Donkey Kong. I told you, this kid is Super Mario crazy. We all have our own Mario names every day. Who am I today? Who am I today?
You're Wario.
Wario. And who's mommy today?
Rosalina.
Rosalina. And who are you?
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Well, get out of here, Gorilla Boy. We'll get you up here a little later on. How about it for Mr. Donkey Kong Cramer Coleman over there, who just about broke our chair. Oh, my goodness. All right. Thank you, bud. Well, I'll do a few more songs here before we start to wrap our time up for today. Wow. Okay. This is fun. Hey, live is fun. I like it. We'll do more of these. Let's see. Where was I? Goodness, he gets me all so excited to get to play with Avery and watch Avery. Can you believe how far he's come? He is 2 months shy now of 6 years old. Hard to believe. So, okay, let's see. Where was I? Let me play a couple more here for you here on the piano. This is one from our John Denver week. Oh, I loved playing the music of John Denver back on episode number 54. And I'll play for you now just the piano by itself. And I think I recorded this, didn't I, on one of my Simply Piano albums a couple of years ago. So here's John Denver's Annie Song. Any Song, John Denver, beautiful song. Loved playing it when I first shared it with you on that John Denver week a couple of years ago, and glad to play it again today. One more here that I'll play that actually I think I played this on our second ever Sunday show, and it's one that I'd heard, and I'd heard my granddad play through the years, but had sort of forgotten about it, and I believe one of you requested it and brought it back to my memory, and now it's become one of my very favorite songs to get to play over the last 3 years here on Sundays and out at some of my concerts on the road. And you'll hear it here in a couple of weeks too. One of our Sunday shows coming up, I'm going to be celebrating some of the Hall of Fame piano players in the Country Music Hall of Fame. Not just my granddad, but also, of course, Pig Robbins, Jerry Lee Lewis, Ray Charles, and the great Ronnie Milsap. This is a Ronnie Milsap tune called It Was Almost Like a Song. Whew, that is a strong song right there. That'll put the revamped piano and the revamped mics through its paces, I guess. Hopefully that came through loud and clear and strong for you, because it sure did for me right here. It was almost like a song. That really is one of my very, very favorite songs that I've played, and it's sort of come back to my mind here since we started these Sunday shows. So thank you for getting that back here for me. All right, well, just a couple of more before we wrap our time up for now. This one actually is not one that I had on the list. Not that it's not one of my favorite songs, but it sort of came in as a late request with a special international connection, actually. So I know that many of you are watching this not just from across the country, but from around the world as well, which just blows my mind. I know Natalie probably right even today has been commenting along some of you. I love getting to hear where you're from. I know that Avery and Natalie do too, to see how far our music is spreading and how much my granddad Floyd Cramer's music has meant to so many of you through the years, and that these songs have meant so many of you through the years. And there's one lady in particular who watches our show from Sweden every week, and I'm going to try to get the name right. Let's see. Miss Birgit Skoglund, who is, I believe, watching right now, and she'll be celebrating her 80th birthday here in the next couple of weeks. And her cousin Kiki got in touch and had sat down with Miss Birgit very recently and listened to my music for, said, 3 hours solid. And she was told her how much the music has meant to her and how the memories from her past time came back to the music. And so I want to wish a happy birthday to Miss Birgit. Best wishes and much love all the way from Tennessee to Sweden and to all of you who are watching right now. But she asked for one song in particular that meant the world to her. So I'll play it for all of you in Sweden and across the world now. It's a Patsy Cline classic called Crazy. All right, well, this has been a fun day, hasn't it? It's been so good to have you all back here in our living room, just like old times. It does feel, it's crazy to think that it's been 3 years. 3 years since we started this, doing it pretty much the same way. Of course, the world was a much different place 3 years ago. We were in the throes of the very start of COVID, and this little Sunday afternoon was really one of our only connection points to all the outside world, to so many of you who were old friends and who've become new friends now and really like family the last 3 years. And so we're thankful now that, the world is at least where we have a lot of that mess in the rearview mirror. And so things are back to normal in some sense, but the connections that we've made with all of you are enduring, and it's something that has turned into something bigger than we could have thought and more meaningful to our lives than we ever could have thought here, to just throw up the camera and invite you into our home to make some music and memories each week. And so we thank you all for all the ways that you continue to support our family and our music. You know, we're coming up on 3 years. This is our 88th show. We've passed 50 million views of our music online, which is just insane. We have several hundred of you who are coming on board to support us in an ongoing way, part of our supporter family. And speaking of which, if you've not signed up to be a part of our supporter family, I'm telling you, it's the best way that if you enjoy what you're watching, especially if you've been watching for a long time, it's the best way to keep these shows going for a long time to come. You all have made it possible not just for us to keep bringing you the Jason Coleman Show and all of our Song of the Day posts and all the extra things, but also to keep it free for everybody to enjoy. Because you know not everyone is able to give, and we don't expect that at all. We've never charged a dime, a ticket price for any of this. We love getting to share it for free, but we can only do it because those of you who are able are jumping in and supporting what we do. You really do make our music possible. If you've not yet signed up, now is the time to join our supporter family. You can do that at jasoncolemanmusic.com/join. And I'm saying now because once a month we have a bonus concert just like this. It's a live stream. We come to you from right here at our piano, except instead of it being Jason's faves, it's going to be your faves. I play a lineup of your requests once a month on a Tuesday night for our supporter night. And this Tuesday, February 28th, is this month's supporter night. So if you have been on the fence about joining, or if you just really enjoy what you're seeing and want more of it, we have an entire that's not a word, a whole nother concert, as we like to say, on Tuesday night for you live right here. You can sign up. Support starts at $5 a month, or it goes up from there to 10 or 20 or whatever. Some of you are giving even more than that, and every bit of it goes to support what we're doing, to help us upgrade all the gear and to help really us just make the music and be able to pour the time and the energy into what we're doing here week in and week out. So again, you can sign up at jasoncolemanmusic.com/join. You'll join up and you'll get the links to watch our supporter night on Tuesday night this month. If you're watching this, by the way, later and you think, well, it already passed, oh well, we do a supporter night once a month. Every month. We've done it now for nearly 3 years. And so you can hop in and watch the next time around and catch up on the replays of the old ones as well. So, and every week too, I like to support or to thank a few supporters by name who are giving over and above, who are our silver and gold supporters. So just today, I want to thank a few of you here by name on this Sunday. So thank you to Judy Wagenshine, to Robbie Muth, to Janet Custine, Tyra Frazier, Jimmy Swearingen, Margie Shack, to Colleen and Roger Helms, Al Curving, a new supporter, Pat Arfston, and Janelle Davis. You all really do make our music possible, as well as all of our supporters. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, before we wrap, I guess we should have Avery and Natalie come say hello and goodbye too, right? Natalie's been back here feverishly typing away the whole time, as she always is, and Avery's been feverishly eating away. Hey, bring your snack bowl, bud. Is it? Oh, well. We'll bring it. Let's show.
Show the empty bowl.
Show the empty bowl. Here, show the camera. Well, okay, it's in your teeth, I guess. Show him. Empty bowl. Of course, it probably was empty at, like, the second song, wasn't it?
No,
Here, come here.
It lasted a while today.
Yeah?
He did other activities.
Let's get us in here. There's Natalie.
Yeah, he was working on some other activities.
Oh.
So he kind of spaced it out today.
Oh, hey, where'd you go, dude? Oh, look at that. He is well trained. He's putting his snack bowl
In the sink.
in the
So it's
kitchen
empty.
sink. Wow, what a
Good
kid.
job,
Mom has
bud.
trained him well. Here, come here. What do you got here to show everybody?
What are all these, Avery?
They're countries.
Here, come right here. Countries? What are these
Your
countries?
Favorite countries? What's that one?
Sweden.
That's for our friend whose birthday is today.
Oh, yeah. Are these
Ours coming up
countries,
soon.
what are these countries from?
These are, I'm sure there were more, but these are countries of people who commented
Hey, come here.
where they were from. Avery and I were keeping track. Oh, he's getting his list.
Oh, here, bring the list over here. You were keeping track of our countries
Yeah.
that we're watching?
Yeah.
Oh,
For
here.
those who don't know, Avery loves geography.
He
we
loves
almost forgot
maps.
Poland, that's an important one. I'm
Oh,
glad you went
Poland,
to
our
get
friends in
that.
Poland.
Yeah.
Here, so what
Our
countries do
Mr.
we have,
Jesse was
Avery?
watching.
What countries do we have?
We have
Oh, this could take a while. Oh,
Brazil, Norway, Australia, Canada, Sweden, New Zealand, part of the United Kingdom, Scotland, Poland, and Philippines.
That's right.
wow.
I'm sure there were more, but those are the ones I caught among
Those who
everything
are,
else.
yeah, who commented. Wow, who are watching right now live.
Yeah. How cool is that?
That is
At
unbelievable.
whatever time it is where they
And
are
is that
too.
your state list?
Yeah, that's
well,
our
that's
state list.
we
It's
ought,
almost the whole
we ought to
US,
list the
so.
ones who weren't watching to be quicker
But
from the
there's
states.
27
Oh, did you
20,
count them
27 states were watching
Yeah.
today as well, who commented at least. Wow, thank you all. It really is amazing to think from our little living room here with our little camera and our little family all the way to you. We hope, as always, it's just an encouragement to you, a blessing to you, because you certainly are that to each of us. So, from here, we got Tuesday night for supporters. We got next Sunday. We may be live again next Sunday for you too, because I have a trip to Florida in the meantime for a concert this weekend with Richard Kaiser and Charlie McCoy, my buddies. I'll see some of you there. I know Janelle has mentioned I'll see you there, and a few others of you probably in Sun City Center. So we may be coasting in just in time for another live show next week, but be on the lookout for all the news and the announcements. Make sure that you are followed. This has
You're
not
too
changed.
heavy for
This
that
hasn't changed
now,
either. He's doing the same thing he's been doing since he was 2 years old, right?
You're a little bit easier to hold back then.
That's true. That's true. That's okay. We'll take it. So make sure you're following on Facebook, you're subscribed on YouTube, you're subscribed to our emails, and we got more music coming all the time. Avery, say thanks for watching, everyone.
I'm the Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Say, tell everybody thanks for watching. Hey, hands out of your mouth. We are live.
For watching.
And should we do one last song, Avery? Should I play one last song for our friends? And
What should it be?
what should it be? Here, hands out of your mouth.
What should our last song be?
Say it loud.
Last song we play in every concert.
Is?
Last day.
Okay, I'll do one last song. Thank you all again for tuning in for our special live edition. And I'll close, as I always do, with Last Date. The Jason Coleman Show is only made possible because of your support. So here are 3 ways you can help us keep the music playing. First, you can check out my CDs and songbooks, including my new Simply Piano albums featuring the best songs from our Sunday shows. They're all available at jasonmusicstore.com. Second, the tip jar is always open at jasoncolemanmusic.com/tip if you'd like to leave a gift. And third, you can join our supporter family. This is a simple way for you to enjoy even more music from my family and me and support what we're doing in an ongoing way. For just $5 a month, supporters get private bonus concerts, behind-the-scenes updates, and a discount on any of my music. It's sort of like a fan club, but to Natalie, Avery, and me, you are more than just fans. You really are family. You can sign up with your card or even with a check in the mail at jasoncolemanmusic.com/join. Thanks for all your support, and thank you for watching The Jason Coleman Show.
You're listening to The Jason Coleman Show on WSM Radio.